everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Bills going up against the Raiders.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Oakland Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go!
He can run for it, and he will. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go!
They snap it at 1. Now it's Taylor. Got him in. Complete. This is Richard Rodgers. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Here we go!
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. A good pickup there, a 22. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Here's Taylor. Flush to his right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Come on, let's go! Try 38! Try 38! Flex round! Flex round!
Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
29.
On first down, Carr. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Cordero Patterson, his first ever touchdown in silver and black. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Let's go! Ohio!
Again, it's McCoy. And some room to roam now. Sheds off the tackle. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe it's something they can build on as this game continues.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Let's go! 1, 9, run!
They'll try and run for it with McCoy.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go! 1, 9!
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go! Fire 38! Fire 38!
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Taylor. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third and long, it's Carr. Cooper's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Here's Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jared Cook, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go.
Taylor with a give to McCoy. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 1, 9.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
White Monday, 7:34. White Monday, easy. Kill. Monday, down.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Brought in by Walford, right side. And he is knocked down from the side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now Carr throwing on second down. A right side catch by Crabtree. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards. First down, the run with Lynch. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Keep pounding here with Lynch. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 10th carry now for McCoy. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go. Run.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Carr gives to Marshawn. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Open space inside the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
From the gun, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. All the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cordero Patterson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. It's good, and it's 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here come the Bills. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the Raiders have got him. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down.
Come on, let's go. What?
Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. What?
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sean Smith. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll run with Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On second down, Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Bills on third down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Taylor will throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now here come the Raiders. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get out.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. This give is to McCoy. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The Bills on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back up. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Always got some breathing room. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for the Raiders. 56 yards on the ground. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Second down following the run.
93.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And their lead will swell up to 28. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Come on, let's go. We got 3.
On second down, here's Taylor. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Let's go.
On third down, here's McCoy. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Here we go.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Bills on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Antonio Andrews. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Come on, let's go.
Taylor going to run the option right. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed
that.
it.
Super toe.
They run again on 1st down. Lynch busting free. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Play clock winding down. Handoff comes to Lynch. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And that'll set them back 5. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. The play clock's running down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And Cook has it left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
Nice job. Nice patience. Right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Here we go. Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go. Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. They run a draw here on 2nd down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it Feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Here's Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. And they'll run it with McCoy. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A give to McCoy. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
They were stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here's Taylor to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Taylor to his big tight end Clay for the Buffalo first. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They go play action here on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They run the counter now on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Cook. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Here's Marquette King now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Jones on the return. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
This is McCoy. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Taylor now to throw on second down. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Raiders, it's It's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say